Small story greedy dog. Small story greedy dog. Once upon a time, there was a dog named Max who lived in a small village. Max was known for his insatiable appetite and his never-ending desire for food. He would often roam the streets, searching for scraps and leftovers. One day, while Max was strolling near the village market, he caught a whiff of something incredibly delicious. The aroma was so enticing that Max's stomach grumbled loudly, urging him to investigate further. Following his nose, he soon found himself standing outside a bakery. Inside the bakery, the shelves were lined with freshly baked bread, pastries, and cakes. The sweet smell wafted through the air, making Max's mouth water. Unable to resist the temptation, Max decided to sneak in and help himself to a feast. Quietly, Max tiptoed inside and began devouring everything in sight. He gobbled up loaves of bread, muffins, and even managed to snatch a few cream-filled pastries. His greed knew no bounds as he continued to gorge himself on the delicious treats. Unbeknownst to Max, the baker had noticed his presence and decided to teach him a lesson. The baker quietly closed the door behind Max, trapping him inside the bakery. Max was so engrossed in his gluttonous feast that he didn't notice the door closing. As Max turned around to leave, he was startled to find himself locked inside. Panic set in as he realized there was no way out. The once delightful aroma of the bakery now became suffocating, and the treats he had consumed started to weigh him down. Max's greed had gotten the best of him, and now he had to face the consequences. He barked and scratched at the door, hoping someone would come to his rescue. But his cries went unanswered, and he was left alone with his remorse. Hours passed, and Max's hunger turned into a painful stomachache. He regretted his actions and wished he had shown some self-control. It was a valuable lesson for Max, teaching him the importance of moderation and contentment. Finally, the following morning, the baker returned to open the bakery. As soon as he saw Max, he realized the dog had learned his lesson. Feeling sorry for him, the baker decided to give Max a second chance. He opened the door and Max rushed out, grateful for his freedom. From that day forward, Max's greed for food diminished. He became more mindful of his actions and learned to appreciate the simple pleasures in life. The villagers noticed the change in Max and admired his newfound wisdom. And so, Max became a symbol of transformation, reminding everyone in the village that greed can lead to trouble, but with a lesson learned, one can find redemption and a chance to change for the better. Max's transformation didn't go unnoticed by the villagers. They saw how he had changed from a greedy and impulsive dog to a more thoughtful and contented one. Max's story became a topic of conversation among the villagers, and people started seeking his company, eager to hear his tale firsthand. Max, now known as Max the Wise, became a symbol of redemption and personal growth. He would often visit the village square, where villagers would gather to listen to his stories and seek his advice. Max would share his experiences and the lessons he had learned, emphasizing the importance of self-control, moderation, and appreciating the simple joys in life. His wisdom and humility touched the hearts of many, and people started applying Max's teachings to their own lives. The villagers began practicing gratitude, cherishing what they had and being content with the simple pleasures life had to offer. Max's story also reached neighboring villages, and soon, people from far and wide came to seek his guidance. They brought their own tales of greed and regret, hoping to find solace and a chance for personal growth, just as Max had. The baker, who had given Max a second chance, also experienced a transformation of his own. Witnessing Max's remarkable change, he realized the power of forgiveness and second chances. He became more forgiving and compassionate towards others, understanding that everyone deserves an opportunity to change and grow. As the years went by, Max's influence continued to spread. The village prospered, not only economically but also in terms of the collective wisdom and moral values of its people. Max's tale became a part of the village's folklore, a constant reminder that one's past mistakes need not define their future. Max lived a long and fulfilling life, surrounded by the love and admiration of the villagers. He continued to be a source of inspiration, reminding everyone that redemption and personal growth are possible for anyone who is willing to learn from their mistakes. And so, Max's legacy lived on, not only in the village but in the hearts of all those who had heard his story. His transformation served as a constant reminder that it's never too late to change, and that even the darkest of pasts can be overcome with the power of self-reflection, forgiveness, and the pursuit of a better self. Max's compassionate nature and understanding of the human capacity for change resonated deeply with the villagers. They began to adopt his philosophy, extending forgiveness and second chances to those who had previously been cast aside or deemed irredeemable. The village became a place of healing and growth, where individuals were given opportunities to learn from their mistakes and make amends. Max's influence was not limited to the village boundaries. Word of his remarkable transformation spread far and wide, inspiring others to believe in the power of personal redemption. People from neighboring towns and even distant cities sought Max's wisdom and guidance. They came seeking solace, seeking a fresh start, seeking the courage to confront their own pasts and embrace the possibility of change. Max welcomed them all with open arms, offering a listening ear, a compassionate heart, and the belief that everyone deserved a chance to grow and evolve. As more and more lives were touched by Max's teachings, the village became a hub of learning and self-improvement. Workshops and seminars were held to encourage self-reflection, empathy, and personal growth. The villagers embraced these opportunities, eager to better themselves and contribute to the collective well-being. Under Max's guidance, the village thrived not only economically but also spiritually. The people became more connected, supporting and uplifting one another through life's challenges. They learned to look beyond surface judgments, recognizing that each person carried their own unique story and potential for transformation. Max's tale was passed down through generations, becoming an integral part of the village's folklore. Parents shared his story with their children, instilling the values of compassion, forgiveness, and the belief in the inherent goodness of humanity. Max's legacy served as a constant reminder that no one should be defined solely by their past mistakes, and that growth and redemption are possible for all. As Max grew older, his presence remained a source of inspiration and comfort to the villagers. They cherished every moment spent with him, listening to his stories and seeking his wisdom. Max, in turn, found fulfillment in witnessing the positive impact he had on so many lives. When Max eventually passed away, the villagers mourned his departure but celebrated the rich legacy he had left behind. His teachings continued to guide them, and his spirit lived on in the hearts of all those who had been touched by his compassion and understanding. The village continued to flourish, not only as a prosperous community but as a beacon of hope and transformation. Max's story became a reminder that change and growth are not limited by age, circumstance, or past mistakes. It served as a testament to the power of empathy, forgiveness, and the enduring belief in the inherent goodness of every individual. And so, Max's legacy lived on, inspiring generations to come. His story became a testament to the transformative power of compassion and understanding, reminding us all that no one is beyond redemption and that we all have the capacity to grow, change, and become the best versions of ourselves. Max's impact on the village was immeasurable, and his absence was deeply felt. But the villagers were determined to carry on his work and honor his memory. They established a scholarship fund in his name, ensuring that the younger generation would have access to education and opportunities to better themselves. They also held regular community gatherings, where they shared stories of Max's wisdom and kindness, keeping his spirit alive in their hearts. As the years went by, the village continued to thrive, not just economically but emotionally and spiritually as well. The once divided community had become united, bound together by a shared belief in the power of compassion and understanding. The lessons Max had taught them had become ingrained in their daily lives, shaping their interactions and decisions. People from neighboring villages began to take notice of the remarkable transformation that had taken place. They sought guidance and inspiration from the villagers, eager to replicate the positive change that Max had brought about. The village became a hub for workshops, conferences, and retreats focused on empathy, forgiveness, and personal growth. Max's story spread far and wide, reaching people across the region and beyond. His legacy became a source of hope for those who had lost faith in their own ability to change or make a difference. People began to recognize that they too had the power to break free from the constraints of their past and create a better future for themselves and their communities. The impact of Max's teachings extended beyond the village, reaching even the most hardened hearts. Former criminals and individuals who had once been consumed by anger and resentment found redemption and a new sense of purpose through his lessons. They, in turn, became advocates for change, sharing their own stories of transformation and inspiring others to follow in their footsteps. Max's story became a symbol of resilience and the triumph of the human spirit. It served as a reminder that no matter how far one has fallen or how difficult their circumstances may be, there is always a chance for redemption and growth. His legacy taught people to look beyond surface judgments and see the inherent goodness in every individual. Generations passed, and Max's story continued to inspire. The village, once a place of division and strife, became a shining example of what can be achieved when compassion and understanding are embraced. Max's name became synonymous with love, forgiveness, and the limitless potential of the human heart. Short story in English. Greedy dog. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the countryside, there lived a dog named Bruno. Now, Bruno was an incredibly greedy dog. No matter how much he ate, he always wanted more. He would gobble up his food in seconds and would often steal food from the other animals in the village. One sunny day, as Bruno was taking his usual stroll around the village, he noticed a group of children playing near a pond. Curiosity got the better of him and he decided to join them. As he approached the pond, he saw his reflection in the clear water. But Bruno, being the greedy dog that he was, mistook his own reflection for another dog holding a bone in its mouth. Without thinking twice, Bruno lunged at the reflection, hoping to snatch the bone away. But as he opened his mouth, the bone slipped from his reflection's mouth and sank to the bottom of the pond. Bruno was left with nothing but a mouthful of water. The other children burst into laughter, pointing at Bruno's foolishness. Embarrassed and disappointed, Bruno slinked away from the pond, his tail between his legs. He realized that his greed had caused him to lose not only the bone but also his dignity. Days turned into weeks, and Bruno couldn't stop thinking about his foolish mistake. He decided to change his ways and become a better dog. No longer would he steal food or be greedy. He would learn to be content with what he had. As Bruno began to mend his greedy ways, the animals in the village noticed the change in him. They were surprised by his transformation and slowly started to trust him again. The villagers began to feed him regularly, and Bruno was grateful for their kindness. One day, while taking his usual walk, Bruno spotted a small puppy near the pond. The puppy was shivering in the cold, hungry and alone. Bruno's heart melted with compassion, and he immediately approached the puppy. He gently nudged the puppy towards the village, where the villagers took care of him. From that day forward, Bruno became the protector of the village. He would guard the villagers' homes, help the farmers with their livestock, and even accompany the children to and from school. The once greedy dog had transformed into a loyal and selfless companion. Bruno's story spread far and wide, and soon people from neighboring villages came to witness his kindness and loyalty. He became a symbol of redemption and taught everyone the importance of contentment and selflessness. And so, the greedy dog named Bruno became a legend, reminding people that true happiness lies not in material possessions, but in the love and compassion we share with others. Bruno's legend continued to grow, and people from all walks of life were inspired by his story. They realized that true happiness wasn't found in their desire for more, but in their ability to give and be there for others. As more people embraced Bruno's message, acts of kindness and selflessness spread throughout the region. The villagers started organizing community projects to help those in need, and they created a supportive and caring environment for everyone. Bruno's presence was a constant reminder of the power of compassion. He continued to protect the village, not only from physical threats but also from negativity and greed. His unwavering loyalty and dedication touched the hearts of all who crossed his path. The village prospered not because of their material wealth, but because of the love and unity that filled their community. People supported one another, shared their resources, and celebrated each other's successes. Bruno's transformation from a greedy dog to a selfless companion was a testament to the potential for change within every individual. He taught everyone that it was never too late to embrace kindness and make a positive impact on the world. Years went by, and Bruno's legend lived on even after his passing. The villagers erected a statue in his honor, forever commemorating his selflessness and the values he stood for. His story became a tale that parents would pass down to their children, reminding them of the importance of gratitude and compassion. And so, Bruno's legacy continued to inspire generations to come. The village remained a symbol of unity and kindness, a place where people understood the true meaning of happiness. The story of Bruno, the once greedy dog turned selfless companion, serves as a reminder to us all. It teaches us that no matter our past mistakes or shortcomings, we have the power to transform ourselves and make a positive impact on the world around us. True happiness lies in the love and compassion we share with others, and by embracing these values, we can create a better and more harmonious world for everyone. Bruno's story transcended the boundaries of the village, spreading far and wide. People from neighboring towns and even cities began to hear about the remarkable transformation of the once greedy dog. They were captivated by the idea that it was never too late to change, and that kindness could truly make a difference. Inspired by Bruno's tale, individuals from all walks of life started to examine their own actions and attitudes. They realized that they too had the power to make a positive impact on the world. Acts of kindness became more prevalent, and the ripple effect of Bruno's story began to reach even the most distant corners of the globe. In schools, teachers incorporated Bruno's story into their curriculum, using it as a tool to teach children about empathy, gratitude, and the importance of giving. The young generation, filled with enthusiasm and hope, embraced these lessons wholeheartedly. They formed clubs and organizations dedicated to spreading kindness and making a difference in their communities. As the years passed, Bruno's legend grew stronger. His statue in the village became a place of pilgrimage for those seeking inspiration and guidance. Visitors left flowers and notes of gratitude, expressing their awe for the dog who had shown them the path to a more compassionate existence. The village itself became a hub of kindness and unity. Its residents, influenced by Bruno's story, continued to live their lives with open hearts and open hands. They practiced random acts of kindness daily, whether it was helping an elderly neighbor with their groceries or organizing community events to support local charities. The village became a beacon of hope, attracting people from all over who wanted to experience the warmth and love that permeated its streets. Bruno's legacy extended beyond the village and touched the lives of countless individuals. His story became a symbol of redemption and transformation, reminding people that it is never too late to change and that kindness can heal even the deepest wounds. And so, Bruno's tale lives on, inspiring generation after generation to embrace kindness, gratitude, and compassion. His legacy serves as a constant reminder that each and every one of us has the power to make a positive impact on the world. It teaches us that true happiness lies not in material possessions or personal gain, but in the love and compassion we share with others. As we reflect on Bruno's story, let us remember that it is never too late to embrace kindness. Let us strive to be like Bruno, selflessly giving and spreading joy wherever we go. By doing so, we can create a better and more harmonious world for everyone, just as Bruno did for his village. Bruno's legacy continues to inspire individuals from all walks of life. His story has been passed down through the generations, reminding people of the power of love and kindness. It serves as a constant reminder that no matter how dark our past may be, we have the ability to change and make a positive impact on the world. As we reflect on Bruno's journey, we are reminded that true happiness does not come from material possessions or personal gain. It comes from the love and compassion we show towards others. Bruno's selfless acts of kindness touched the lives of countless individuals, and his village became a haven of warmth and love. In a world that often seems filled with negativity and division, Bruno's story offers hope and inspiration. It teaches us that no matter how small our actions may seem, they can have a ripple effect, spreading love and joy to those around us. Each act of kindness, no matter how seemingly insignificant, has the power to make a difference. Let us strive to be like Bruno, selflessly giving and spreading joy wherever we go. Let us remember that it is never too late to embrace kindness and make a positive impact on the world. By doing so, we can create a better and more harmonious world for everyone, just as Bruno did for his village. So let us carry Bruno's legacy in our hearts and continue to inspire others with our actions. Let us be the agents of change, spreading love and compassion wherever we go. Together, we can make a difference and create a world filled with warmth and love, just like the streets of Bruno's village. Bruno's story did not end with his village becoming a haven of warmth and love. As news of the village's transformation spread, people from neighboring towns and cities began to take notice. They were inspired by the kindness and compassion that emanated from Bruno and his fellow villagers. Soon, visitors started flocking to the village, eager to experience the love and joy that seemed to radiate from every corner. They came seeking refuge from the negativity and division that had plagued their own lives and communities. And they were not disappointed. The villagers welcomed the visitors with open arms, sharing their stories of transformation and offering a glimpse into the power of kindness. They showed them how even the smallest acts of love and compassion could have a profound impact on individuals and communities. In turn, these visitors were deeply moved by what they experienced in the village. They returned to their own homes and communities, inspired to make a change. They started small, just as Bruno had done, by reaching out to their neighbors and lending a helping hand. The ripple effect of Bruno's actions began to spread